It's not a world of men.
I want you to be a man.
You could just be a man in this one moment.
I gotta be a man.
Be a man.
It's be a man time.
Be a man.
Be a man.
Be a man. Am I supposed to be a man?
Be a man.
Be a man. Be a man.
Be a man.
You can act like a man.
Be a man.
Be a man, I can honestly tell you with a straight face, I could shit Irish Spring soap out of my asshole fucking 20 in a row, and it would still smell like shit. How about you?
I mean, I take bad shits like everyone else, but I use the wipe like to finish it off.
Would you ever say
I use a wipe, it cleans it up nice.
Would you say it's at 100% when you do that?
Yeah.
100%.
You're getting 100% fucking
What I do is I do the wipe right. I see a little bit on it. I fold it in half. I do the wipe again. See a little bit in it. I fold it in half again. I do the wipe on it. In the fourth time.
Wait a minute. Use the same. I said use 80 fucking wipes.
I fold it. You know.
You're like my grandmother. Yeah. You know the sheets of toilet paper? She used to rip literally one squish. She'd give you 3 squishes. Don't waste it. The napkins, you know, like on the 4 corners. Oh yeah. She ripped them into 4s. I go, you fucking crazy.
They used to do that at my house too.
Yeah, that's called the Miser Special.
Yeah. It's because they grew up in a depression.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, that's what it is.
But you know something? My sphincter, although since I've cleaned up my act, it's a little less moist down there overall.
Oh, really? So you get less humidity?
A little better.
No more leakage?
The seepage and the leakage has slowed down significantly.
Wow.
Which I spent most of my life in that state. And I got to tell you, man, it was a fucking struggle to come out of that bathroom with a clean bill of health. Yeah, it was rough. I mean, I never really could feel comfortable. I finally just have to say, well, this is as clean as it's going to get.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
Like, be a man, your process kind of sounds like a little bit like a schlep. Like, it sounds like, how many times are you going into the bowl to wipe and clean? So are you doing like 2 or 3 passes with regular paper?
I'll wipe my ass, and then when I'm almost done, I'll break out the wipe to fucking like it's a closer coming out of the bullpen. You know, I'll wipe it. You know, if it's not clear, I'll fold it over. I'll wipe it again. If it's still not clear, I'll fold it over. I'll for a third time, wipe it again. Then you get down to the 4th time. It's never been fucking dirty on the
So
4th
after
one.
you use one wipe, say 4 times, say you toss that one, will you then get another new clean one just to wrap it all up?
Sometimes, yeah.
I would do that.
Yeah.
Are they scented?
I go unscented.
Yeah, you don't want your asshole smelling like fucking
unscented.
lilacs.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. You don't want anything up your ass like that, do you?
Yeah, I don't want any fucking scents up there. Like, you don't know what's in it.
I mean, I've always been like cautious of having the smelly asshole, but never fucking went to the fucking levels where I was using wipes when I shat. I would use a wipe if I knew I was getting laid and something was happening.
Absolutely.
You know, I do like a fucking quick.
No, wipes are great after you get laid to wipe your dick off and your balls and shit and wipe her up. You know, because some girls, you know, they want you to blow loads on them. You blow a load on them, you got to clean them up. And if you bang a broad, you're all messy afterwards. Clean up, you know. But they're great for that.
There's nothing like in the anticipation when you're in the motel room waiting.
I used to go out
you're wiping the hell out of your ass.
Yeah. I used to go out with a broad. She used to call it she used to have an actual like hand rag. She used to call it the fuck towel.
Really?
Oh, get the fuck towel. Get the fuck towel.
Sounds so
That's
dirty.
both hot and dirty.
You wouldn't think it out of this girl at all. You would think it's the last thing that would come out of her mouth.
John Fiore in.
That's why I used to go with white broads. They're animals.
Well, how was the laundry cycle on this fuck towel? Was it
really.
fresh ones or?
I mean, I had a fuck towel at my house. I think I used to just throw it in with the laundry.
I was going to ask you, do you mix it with the regular clothing?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that's not right.
It's all protein.
It all goes to the same place, my mother say. Fuck it.
I have the same fucking jizz towel that fucking like it's been going for like 4 months strong.
Unwashed?
Not unwashed.
Well, it must stand up.
A little bit crusty.
Does it set up like a teepee, fucking such fossilized?
Yeah. Well, actually, like, because that's the only way to go when you do the VR porn.
Yeah.
Because like you have to put it somewhere. You get the thing on your head. You can't see fucking outside. So it's like. That's basically what I do. I'll set down like a beach towel, and then I just fucking let it rip, and fucking wherever it goes,
Can we get Tonzo laid for Christmas?
I don't want it. I don't want interaction with people. I'm a shut-in.
I don't blame you. That's why when I hit it big, I'm going to buy one of them nice sex dolls we talked about before.
Yeah.
A good one. A nice one.
Yeah, I want one of the ones that bruises so I can beat the bag out of
One
it.
you can give a fucking back.
I want the real thing, man. There's nothing like a nice fresh set of tits, nice smooth body. I mean,
And I've said this several times, and I'll stand by it. I'm just not willing to deal with the aggravation that comes attached to a woman.
It's the truth.
you
It's-
got to play the part to get the piece.
That's
I'm
right.
not willing to play the part. So there will be no peace, and I'm fine. I'm
and
totally
you're
fine.
always
with it.
paying for it one way or another.
You've
I know.
transcended all that primitive desire. You don't need that shit.
Yeah, I'm like a fucking
Well,
Rhodes
maybe
scholar.
the right broad comes along. Could be a Mrs. Tonzo out there somewhere you haven't
There
met
could
yet.
be, and fucking when it happens, I won't fight it. But until
Yeah,
that,
there you
like,
go. I'm happy
You
open
know, I'll
to
tell
it.
you what,
Yeah.
let me give you a little something. Maybe about 10, 15 years from now, we find some old rich shut-in broad.
that's what I want.
You fucking move
wheelchair-
in,
in a
you take
wheelchair.
the fucking dough, and you live comfortably. For
That's
the
what
final,
I want. I
for the
want-
final chapter.
I want like a lady that's maybe like 10 to 15 years older than me, that fucking her husband's long dead and gone, and she's got a nice fucking chunk of change.
The old Widow Jenkins.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Marry a widow, be a man.
I'd
why
love
you-
that.
That's good. You prey on the bereaved.
Hopefully she's in a wheelchair.
These fucking broads you see, do they tidy up their sphincters the way you do? Do they go through those measures?
They all call it the same thing. Like if there's no they don't fuck towels, and if there's no wipes around, they'll call like napkin, toilet paper, Kleenex, paper towel. Give me paper. It's all one word.
Just fucking.
You got paper? Get the paper. Get the paper.
That sounds like the guy from Goodfellas. Get the papers, get the papers.
Yeah.
So if you give her a
Thomas.
paper, say she was in there, go, give me the paper. If you handed a paper towel, say napkin or a tissue, would she even flinch or care what you
No.
handed her?
No.
As long as it's paper.
Yeah.
How about if it was the newspaper?
We're using like McDonald's fucking napkins right now.
How about if it was a fucking Boston Globe newspaper?
Well,
Would
yeah,
she,
I
would
think
she say
that'd be a
that's
problem. Yeah,
that's
that'd
the
be a
wrong
pro-
paper? Right.
Yeah.
So she,
But they,
she means household paper.
yeah, any, like I said, those four, napkin, paper towel,
You know something?
Kleenex.
I myself am cool with that. In our house, nobody ever wants to put toilet paper on, yet she buys like the 12-pack sitting there.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking boxes of tissues. Nobody blows their nose. Everybody wipes their ass with the Kleenex. Not
Yeah,
one
it
nose
happens.
was blown.
Time of day you need those would come in handy.
You know something? I'm not fussy when it comes to that.
Yeah.
I just want to do it and be done with it.
You want something smooth, so
Anything.
you don't want your ass to get all fucking.
Did you ever not
Oh,
wipe your ass?
Nah.
You go, fuck it, I won't even do it.
Sometimes like you can tell if it's a solid one. Take a chance.
It's tough, isn't it?
See, if I personally, if I had a toilet that was capable of handling the fucking hardware, I would love to be able to wipe my ass with fucking paper towels because
Right.
it gets the job done.
It gets
Oh,
the job
yeah.
done.
It fucking
Why don't
gets it.
why don't they make toilet paper that wide?
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah, but like a paper towel is a little coarse, but make a toilet paper that wide with the same
I like the
softness as the
coarseness.
toilet
I like
paper.
the coarseness.
The coarseness makes me believe in my head that it's really fucking
Yeah, because
getting
it's
in
not
there.
overbearing. It's just a little.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
Yeah, and it's got the pockets. It's got like fucking like the other like paper, like it just like absorbs the shit on the top layer of it, like the 2-ply. It's
If
like,
you have an oily shit, the tissue's not going to get it. You need the paper
You're
towel.
still doing
Oh,
the
yeah.
oily shits?
no,
No,
not at
no
all.
more, right?
I shit fucking beautifully.
Nice.
Tremendous. So happy with it.
I haven't eaten really in a couple of days. Fucking, I've taken shits like the size of a cat.
Have you?
Disappointed in myself.
Little pellets.
Yeah, just
You
know,
need the Miralax.
just like looks like a cat shit.
Or the
Couple of
Metamucil.
days, yeah.
oh, when you said you were taking shits the size of a cat, I was picturing
Yeah,
like it was the
yeah,
size of
like
an
a
actual cat.
Yeah, that big. Yeah. Size of a cat shit.
What are you saying? They're little ones?
Yeah, the little ones like a Tootsie Roll.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You need some
Solid, but
fucking what they
fucking
call
small,
the
yeah.
roughage.
Be a man.
The bidet.
Yes.
I don't believe in them at all.
You don't believe in
I
it?
don't believe if I have a bad shit, I don't believe.
You don't think you can do the job?
I don't think I can do the job. I really
Really?
don't. I just don't think so.
You have no faith whatsoever
No.
in the bidet.
Does it dry your ass too? Gets it wet? Does it
Actually, yes, this one does.
It does. So
So
you sit there and
we have a bidet.
Oh,
We've been
okay.
talking about this for quite some time.
Years.
Anybody that's been listening to the show, and today is the day we have a fucking King Dingaling smart toilet bidet.
Oh,
that
wow.
was a seat that was given to us by Aim to Wash. we have a wonderful bidet. I put it in. It took about 25 minutes. The bad instructions. I'm not sure exactly where it's from, but they were labeling certain parts as one thing, and then they were describing it as something totally different in the fucking directions. But I was able to figure it out pretty quick.
Yeah.
And this thing, one of the fucking key features, heated seat. So when you're sitting down, as soon as your cheeks hit the seat, well, it has a light.
Yeah.
So fucking when you flick the light on, you'll hear a beep and the light will go on in the
What, the bidet has a light on it?
Yeah, it's on the inside of it. Yeah.
Is this a high-ender?
Make it romantic shit?
Yeah. So this particular bidet, I believe the retail price is $400.
No kidding.
And so this is a king dingaling, and it has heated water, heated seats,
really,
and it has a fucking heater that comes and dries your fucking anus.
Will it massage my balls too?
No.
It's like going to the beauty salon for your asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
it's
a day of beauty.
It
Your
is.
asshole.
It's a spa day for you fucking for everything.
Bone dry, wash, nice, relax, heated.
Yep.
Sounds like a wonderful outing.
So as soon as your cheeks hit the seat, you're gonna hear a beep, and it beeps, and you can feel the fucking the heat going through the seat. And then when you actually pull the lever, you can you'll hear like the water going, but it'll take like a couple of seconds for it to heat up, and then it fucking
Do you gotta brace yourself?
So you have to
after
brace for
after you're
impact.
done, you pull the lever.
Yep. So you pull the lever, you pull it all the way to the back. You position your anus over the best part of where the
For a
stream
direct
is
hit.
for a direct hit, and fucking just kind of ride it out.
Can you up the throttle like a fucking pilot with the pressure?
Yeah, but I suggest going full blast.
Now, what about
Full
the
blast.
bidet that almost looks like a toilet with no seat on it? That's a real.
Yeah, that's like a real
That's
actual
a,
bidet.
that's a
Yeah,
piece,
like-
that's a fixture.
I know
in
that
the
was
bathroom.
like looking at houses like 25 years, like 30 years ago. I remember we looked at a new house and it was like it was a bidet, and my wife at the time's like, "Oh, look, they have a bidet," and I was like, "What the fuck?"
I was dumb. I used to go, how come they have two toilets side by side?
Yeah.
I don't understand that. Do you?
I went out with a broad who told me she used to get off on the bidet. She used to get her off. She used to have the
Ooh,
water
really?
spraying on it. Used
I
to
can
get her
see
off.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So is it the type of thing like if you have a freestanding bidet, you can a broad could squat over it and just have it spray on a pussy until she comes?
Yes.
Is unlimited? Did you-
Wow.
For
Oh,
one
wow.
of those ones that are like the one that we have is a bidet seat.
Yeah, right.
The ones that are actual bidets that have like its own separate plumbing and
Yeah.
shit, those fucking will squirt
Right
up
in the
like
clamp.
oh yeah.
Okay, so this one here, so you take a shit, you put the lever back, and then when does the water turn off? When you want, use the lever, you push it forward.
Yeah, you push it back to the
Oh, when you're
position
done.
it was
Okay.
in originally.
Okay.
That's
And then once
beautiful.
you do that, there's a button on the knob, and the heater opens up, and it dries your fucking anus.
How long would you say the treatment lasts for, from beginning to end?
It's depending on how filthy the shit. I didn't actually take a shit on it. I just kind of fucking sat down and just made sure all systems would go.
Yeah.
Right.
And took a blasting, and it definitely fucking got a couple of barnacles off, but I have a one that's just
sandblasting.
regular room temperature water
Yeah.
at my house.
Yeah.
And when I first started using that before I turned the heat on, it was so cold that I'm like, I don't even think I can fucking take
Yeah,
this.
but nowadays, with all this Wim Hof and cold therapy, maybe cold water blown on your asshole is a health thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah. It's like,
So after you've used the bidet at your house obviously a lot. So do you wipe to see if there's anything left?
now I'm so confident in it that I don't.
You don't even look back.
I don't look
You
back.
feel so strongly about it. You'll get up, put your pants right up.
I am disconnected from fucking toilet paper in all ways.
Do you even buy it?
Did it clean out your asshole so you can count the wrinkles now?
I can always count the wrinkles.
With sandblasting some shit off of there?
You ever do like a couple of rounds? Say, let me do another dose.
Yeah, so but, like sometimes like what I'll do is I'll take a blast and I'll take a pound and give it a round tripper, and then I'll just rest and let it drip dry for a second.
Nice.
And then I'll fucking give it another fucking hosing.
Cool.
What do you
And
think
then-
about the girl that made it erotic? What do you think about that?
Well, I actually know a friend of mine took a broad for a ride on a fucking bidet, and he was finger blasting her on the fucking bidet, and she was getting the thing up the ass, so she was getting double penny.
Yeah, nice.
Wow.
And he said
So
the
water just kind of splashes off. It doesn't go right up inside your intestines. Does
no, it fucking goes in you.
Does it really?
Oh yeah.
So if it goes in you, does you shit out water afterwards?
Yeah, you fart
like
it out. That's
like
what I've been trying to describe to you, being man, is that when
Oh,
you
really? John, you've done this before?
I don't think I've ever done it.
So
I don't think I've ever done it.
You guys are gonna get a fucking real culture shock.
It's going to go right up my asshole into my lower
Does it come out your
intestine.
mouth?
Yeah, and then you fucking and then
What if you don't fart it out?
No, that's how the system works.
Is it
fart
like
it
an
out.
enema? Would it have enema
is.
like
It is.
qualities? Nice.
Enema like fucking. So I hope you guys are.
You know
fucking,
I'm gonna have to buy one after this today.
Oh yeah.
I know I'm gonna be hooked.
So after the farting out process, you get the water out. What if you have to take another shit? You just go through the whole process again.
I
Because
guess.
Yeah, you
that
do
could
it.
activate it, right?
Yep, you do it until it's fucking like you'll figure it out that like fucking essentially you can drink the water with your asshole. That's what you're doing to clean it, is that you're kind of opening it and letting it go up in, but you can shut it off and then you just move your anus off of the thing, the stream.
So
for a
now I
second.
can see how broads can get off from it. If they're,
I can understand that. Imagine all these stuffy rich broads. In the old days, you thought only rich people had these. A lot of these stuffy or rich chicks just been home tickling their vagina with that thing.
Yeah.
Unbeknownst to all of us, right?
Yeah.
No wonder they were in there for an hour and a half. What are you doing in there?
Just squatting over the fucking bidet. But like sometimes, like if I'm just having, you know how we talk all the time about doing the circuit wipes when you feel like just randomly like there's something there but you didn't take a shit.
Yeah, you need an extra wipe once in a while.
You just you just sit down for a minute and fucking, check something out on your phone, put your feet up, get a fucking blast in. It takes off the fucking barnacles. But then my other thing is that if you really have to take a shit that you're having a hard time pushing out, it does have those enema-like properties.
I like that.
Where
Stimulates
it can tunnel through the shit.
Like a sandblaster.
Like a sandblaster, so it tunnels through the
Really?
shit, and then all the water behind it pushes it out. So when you're farting out the water, then you're farting out fucking essentially turds and pieces of turds.
You know something? I think I'm going to really need to get this, because with my peptide treatments, I can get them out every couple of days, but sometimes I got to rock it back and forth and coax it to get, once it starts coming, it's on its own.
Oh, yeah. If you have a turtle head that you can't fucking...
if it's just crowning, this will do the
I
job.
was crowning. I was fully dilated.
That's what you do. You fucking... you have a tunnel mission on the side. It tunnels into the fucking side, and then it pushes it out from the other
Tunnel
side.
rat.
It is.
Like in fucking Japan in the war.
Yeah, it's like a fucking water gerbil. You fucking
Like
put it up
Hamas
your
right now.
ass.
Cover me, I'm going in. Be a man. If the word gets out that you're a fucking bidet user, you're going to have your own line.
I feel like I'm going to be raped.
Well, you definitely have to fucking open up your mind to a little
Open up
zen-like
my
place,
cheeks, open up my mind.
because it's gonna humble you real quick.
Come a long way from wiping your ass
Should I
with
lean?
leaves.
Should I lean forward
You'll
and take my punishment like a man?
you'll figure it out. So you definitely pull it all the way back.
Yeah.
And then just kind of find exactly where the spot is. You'll know when you
The
get
G-spot.
there. You'll know when you get there. When it feels like it's fucking pegging you in the back of the eyeballs, you hit the right fucking
You say
lane.
bullseye.
Yeah.
At that point, it got me right in the asshole.
But that's the best when you get like right in the center. It is. It's zen-like.
Can you imagine being a man with that confidence? I know maybe like say you're with a young lady and she wants to go down there and visit that area, but you know you've got the bidet and you've just come from the bidet and you go, sure, baby, go right ahead.
Yeah, there's
I'm ready.
Yeah, no. I know.
Yeah, but it's
Did that happen to you recently?
Yeah, yes, I told you all about it.
Were you ready? Were you personally ready down below?
Yeah, I knew it was coming. I knew it was leading up to that.
So when you took precautions or whatever.
Yeah.
So if you had
I was nice and clean when I went over.
so if you had the bidet, you probably would have taken
I took a shower before I went there.
So if that happened again and you had the bidet, you probably would have said, "Let me jump on the fucking bidet for a session."
Yeah,
She's
you
coming
just-
over.
Yep.
Yeah,
You
she
just
jump
hop
on.
on
She
real
jump
quick.
on it. This girl's a freak. She jump on it with me.
How about if you say to the broad, oof, why don't you jump on the bidet, honey, for a while? Mama mia, what the fuck is that scent?
Yeah.
There's a bidet in there. Go in there for 20 minutes. Go ahead. Get out of here.
See, and that's it for the sex fucking application. That is fucking great. If you know someone's coming over, you don't want to take another shower, you're probably clean
Right.
enough, you just want to freshen up the asshole.
Right.
There you go.
Oh, that's nice. And the broad saying because she comes over this the first time, go, look, I don't know if you come over after work, you've been all day. Let me put it to you nicely. There's a bidet in there. You know what I mean? You just
There's a
press the
bidet in
button.
there if you want to freshen up.
In case you want to freshen up.
Now, when we brought this up before, wasn't it like, weren't they invented like hundreds of years ago?
Yes, they were. That was because fucking the only system they had was the goddamn corn cobs that they were sticking up each other's asses.
You imagine it
and
was-
sharing.
That's from the fucking Roman times.
Oh yeah.
I know.
They didn't know
invented-
anything about hygiene back
Well,
then.
all the stuff they invented, they couldn't come up with a better system for that. That's like me sitting here
You would
wetting my
think of-
ass with a corn cob, and then you go, "Can you give it to me, please?"
just
I just dip
Are
it
you
in
done with
water.
that?
I stick it in the bucket. I go, "Here you go." You go, "Thanks, John."
Yeah, I guess it was like you grow up like that. You don't know any better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about if they go like this? Well, you got to get the specific corn cob. It's high tech. It really does a nice job. They don't know what the fuck to do. Or like some other fucking countries, they use their dirty, filthy hands and a hole in the ground, don't they?
Oh yeah.
What the fuck?
Like there's a special.
Let's go get bidet.
There's a special farmer that fucking like he knows how to fucking farm like the ears of corn that are good for ass wiping. Like,
Right.
Do people still use the system, I wonder?
The bidet system?
No, the
corn
cob.
cobs? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Well, you know something? Some of these...
Unless you're living in a hippie commune
Right.
somewhere or
Yeah,
something.
unless you're like
All those
in the
lost
Amazon.
tribes that get
Yeah, the lost
discovered,
tribes.
right? What the fuck they using?
Yeah, they're using corn.
You know,
Yeah,
it must
yeah.
be leaves of corn.
They must smell so bad. I mean, just because there's no hygiene. I mean,
Yeah.
like animals.
Yeah, so if another person smells to them, they're not. They don't care. They expect that. They expect you to smell like shit.
Now, they're tribes, but they have weapons, which is amazing. It's like they're thousands of years behind, but they still have the weapons that they made, like bow and arrows and shit.
Everybody
they figured it out.
instinctively-
No one's
Every
taught 'em
human
how.
being wants to fucking invent something to kill another human being, no matter where they are or where they come from. Right? Go, we'll make the
So
fucking
another 1,000 years, they might fucking invent the wheel.
right. We'll make a fucking arrow out of this rock I've carved.
Yeah.
Go right through your fucking temple.
Yeah, but the source of the motivation to create killing weapons is based out of anger, which
Yeah.
streams from disappointment, as we learned from one of our earlier episodes.
It's all tied in.
Which also ties to having a clean or dirty asshole.
That's
If you
right.
have a fucking filthy asshole all the time, you're going to be angry.
Well, think about it. Wars were started that way. If the guy came out of there and his asshole wasn't itchy and oily, he made better executive decisions and avoided that war. You're right.
Yeah.
There's a direct connection to the dirty asshole.
Yeah, because I mean, your whole day. It's say if you're in the situation where you take a shower in the morning, you take your shit, you take a shower after, you're fresh and clean, and then later on you have to take a shit.
Oh.
Like 3 hours later, you have to take a shit again.
And you're in a foul mood.
You've only lasted 3 hours of the day with the clean asshole.
Right.
You know,
It's
like
fleeting.
that's
Ephemeral.
I mean, that's why the fucking the bidet. It's so you can always have
Yeah.
a daisy fresh fucking.
And
We've been talking about this
Starfish.
for 3 years.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's going to happen.
All right, let's make this happen.
All right.
Be a man.
Take a shit on camera. Be a man. What the fuck am I doing here? The seat's warm. That's nice. Even if I don't get a bidet, I think I'd like to get a heated seat someday. Here we go. We could be in business.
Are you turtling?
Yeah, it's coming out.
Good. Dilate.
It's coming out.
How many centimeters dilated are you?
It'll be a solid one because I haven't eaten a lot lately and I haven't shit much. So this is it's gonna be like a pine cone. Tonzo,
Yeah.
this thing is partially hanging.
What's partially hanging?
The shit I just took. So push it back.
Push the throttle all the way back.
All right, I'm gonna do it. I hear it gurgling. Is it gonna fucking hurt my balls? Oh God. Oh, it's right. Right on my ass. I don't know if I got the whole thing though. Fucking perfect aim, huh? Jesus Christ. All right, when should I stop it? It feels kind of good. Oh yeah.
Feel clean.
All right, let's try to move it around here, you know. Big guy, you got a big ass.
Kind of wiggle around on that.
Is that what you do? Wiggle around?
Push it to the middle.
Oh. And then press the button on the side?
Press the button on the side.
Okay. Oh, no, here comes the dryer. I feel like I'm getting my fucking hair done at the salon. All right, be a man.
So what do you think, be a man?
I was skeptical. I'm still a little skeptical because there was a streak on. Yeah, I still had toilet. Still use toilet paper.
Wait a minute. Do you mean to tell me
your hands all wet?
No. The fucking bidet mouth. No. Do you mean to tell me you had residual fragmentation?
Residual fucking
Residual
shittage.
You had like something there still on the paper?
Yeah, had to do like 4 wipes, but it wasn't like. All right, so the shit was half hanging out. I did one shit, and then I did another one that didn't come all the way out.
You got to work the perimeter.
Yeah, so it wasn't as messy as it would be as if I had a wipe from start to, you know. So I wiped like 4 times after that.
Did you feel relaxed?
And it wasn't a lot, but on the paper it was like when I wiped my ass, there was like a long streak, which I don't usually get.
You were concerned.
So I think maybe it shot the shit up my ass a little bit.
Oh,
yeah.
like a misfire.
Yeah,
do you think you moved your asshole?
No, it felt like it was getting me in the asshole. I mean,
directly?
Yeah,
like a bullseye?
Yeah, I felt it.
Yeah, it's like you almost have to. It's like riding a horse, kind of. Like you have to position yourself. And you start in the middle, and you work yourself to the outside edge of the anus.
There's a learning curve. Let's face it.
There is. You have to. Your anus has to get used to accepting water up it. It's a new thing. It's fucking foreign.
Yeah. So if it didn't, you know, it's my first time. You know, I'm not a virgin anymore. But, I mean, if it got the shit that was hanging off, and,
wow,
I mean, it would have been a lot messier.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, so it did the job that way.
It.
Yeah, and then it dried. It was nice, kind of romantic interlude.
Yeah.
Which is nice to end.
Do you feel you could have spent an afternoon in there?
Yeah, I could. You know,
relaxing.
Bring a bottle of champagne. And
So what was your favorite feature? Was it the actual fact that you were cleaning shit with water? Was it the dryer, or was it the heated seat?
It was just taking a shit in public with the door open. But yeah, I think I like the dry. Well, it was all kind of the same. Maybe the drying process a little better.
Yeah, it's nice.
I mean, a nice warm seat, water up the ass, clean you off, and then you know, the drying. You know, so three.
I mean,
system.
if you think of it that way, isn't that so much more pleasant of a way to start your day? If you're taking that morning shit, you're getting a nice little fucking spritz and start the day off right.
You feel like a champ.
Yeah, you got to just work the ass to the right.
Oh, I got a question for you. Would you say that does a better job cleaning the sphincter than an Asian massage parlor?
I don't know. They give you a nice table shower. I mean, they wash you up and down.
They hit you with the loofah right in the asshole.
Oh, yeah. And you know it's the first time they ever used it. It's a brand new one. You know that.
Thank God. It's not like a corn cob, right? Yeah. A corn cob.
Yeah. But that's like a nice table shower. They lay you down. They fucking wash it.
So
you have you turn over.
So
wash
the bidet doesn't match up to that. But you liked it, though? You'd say favorable
it was
overall?
okay, yeah.
Would you do it again?
The bidet was okay.
Would you do it again?
I'll try. Yeah, I'll try it again. Let's try to do it right.
See, I think that's what it is like you have to get past the initial shock of it too, because I wasn't completely 100% sold the first time I tried it. Like I was like, oh yeah, that's, you know, it's good, it's interesting. I wanted to go further down the rabbit hole and you know, fully experience it and see what it can really do.
You wanted to like
No, your first time.
Yes, I wanted
First time you ever used one, did you have shit afterwards? Did you wipe and all that?
Yeah, I wiped afterwards.
Yeah, so
but
you had
it was,
shit on there, right? Yeah,
but
so
that's because I didn't
you're a
have
beginner, like I am.
Yeah,
you were a
it's-
beginner back then.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
gotta get
my
down to the
anus
science.
is it's fully trained, and it's like I feel like you know how broads do Kegels to keep their vagina
right,
tight.
yeah.
I feel like I would be a gay dude's fucking dream if somebody fucking went in my anus, because that's what you do. You sit there, you take water up your ass, and you push it out and fart it out.
expel it.
So I'll just sit there for 10 minutes on end, just taking it in and breathing it back out. You know, taking it in, breathing it out. So my fucking ass feels like I'm fucking. I could make a diamond out of it.
That's great, man. Like my mother-in-law would say medically, did you express the water from your asshole?
It's been expressed.
Express it from your vagina?
So
Well-
do you think that like having that feeling in your anus, do you think that would be good? Like if you were saying, if you knew you had a broad that she might have been fucking out and about, to have her cop a squat on the bidet before you get down.
You insist.
You would insist, right?
Get in there. You say, get in there. Turn on the fucking button. Yeah, try it out.
Go wash your clam.
Yeah, I say, okay, you forced me to say it. Go wash your box.
Go wash your
I was trying to be nice about it.
Yeah, but you do it like we were saying, the suggestion. Why don't
Right.
you give that bidet a try?
It's a new invention.
Why don't you blast out your fucking filthy clam?
Well, I got to say, I love it. I won't buy a house now without a bidet in it. That's
Yeah.
how snobby I am. I'm a bidet whore.
So you're into it.
That's
You
your
enjoyed
Your
it?
first time?
Well, it's my first time, but the thing is, my asshole's had a lot of probing and issues, only because of the prostate. They go into your asshole.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm used to having a lot of things shoved up my ass. So having the water hit me there like that didn't offend me, trouble me, bother me.
I didn't know if it was gonna hurt or whatever, but it seemed it was like the perfect.
It's pleasant. It's not too much.
Yeah,
It's just the right
perfect
tempo.
flow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I found it for a man with external and internal hemorrhoids his whole life to be very soothing.
Nice. So
you know what I mean?
would you recommend a bidet for someone that has
I
hemorrhoidal
really,
issues?
truly would.
Really?
It's a nice little treatment to get that inflammation down.
Because that's got to be great when you do have them, because wiping your ass must be an absolute nightmare when you have fucking roidals.
That's what you dread the most
You
in
get
life.
a dab with Tux, right?
Right. You'd rather be stabbed
can't
with a
wipe,
knife
you
in
get-
the ribs.
Yeah, you got to dab it.
But the bidet is truly, I know it's been out for a while, but to me, it's a revolutionary discovery.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to buy one.
Yeah, the fact that you don't have to have an actual full bidet, like you don't have to get another piece
Right.
of plumbing installed, that you can just add it to your existing toilet. It takes 20 minutes.
Why not treat yourself? I'm getting older. What the fuck?
That's what it is. It's turning shitting into a treat.
It's an indulgence, yes. I've gone this far without it. But you know something? Why not pamper my asshole for once?
Yeah, like it's something that we have to do every day, sometimes multiple times a day.
Right.
So why not make the experience as pleasant as you possibly can, instead of it just always being a struggle?
Yeah,
And
God knows that asshole's been through enough.
Yeah.
It's time to take care of it in your older age. Let it fucking just relax.
Yeah.
Let somebody else do the work. Right?
To fucking send that asshole to fucking Aruba and just let it go and fucking blow all the lines out and
I'm a
come
big
back
fan.
refreshed.
I'm a big fan because, like I said, if you have guests or you're going to get down with someone, one little trip in there, you're going to be fresh as a daisy. You won't be scrambling around looking for the fucking wipes and shit. You know what I mean? Say, I'll be right out, honey. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like you were saying that be a man, that you use the wipes as like the fourth quarter hitter. Using the bidet, like I think if you're gonna you still have to use something at the end of the process. I'm gonna have to see if I can get better and ace it, so I can fucking feel clean and just walk away.
Hands free.
But isn't that the goal? If you can fucking go your life without having to touch your asshole a million times a day,
It's the holy grail.
you just sit there, it cleans your ass, and you walk away and touch nothing.
True nirvana. Is that it?
Be a man.
So, just one more as a closer. Would you recommend the bidet to people?
Right now, no, but if I get it down pat, we'll circle back on it.
Yeah, it's tough to be an advocate of something that you're not.
Yeah,
like.
I mean, it's the first time I ever used it. I'm not a virgin anymore, like I said. So, pop my cherry. It's always a little messy the first time.
The
I
brown
imagine.
cherry.
Just like just like a girl's cherry. So practice makes perfect. We'll get it down to a science.
We'll get you good.
Well, I personally love the bidet, as I stated, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing like a steady stream of water directly in your balloon knot, especially one that's been through hell and back like mine has been. It's a wonderful indulgence. I left there feeling like $1,000,000. My asshole was blown dry. My cheeks were warm from the whole treatment. It's really a wonderful experience.
I hope you enjoyed the
Be a man.
experience.